onions. Either kitchen friend or kitchen enemy. These are really good in the kitchen for a multitude of dishes. There are several ways to cut onions, to utilize onions. I'm going to show you some variations of how we can do that. I'm going to start with this white onion or yellow onion. It's much sweeter than its cousin, the red onion. This has a much bolder flavor, more tighter layers to the onion. So this is the root and this is the tip. The root is going to help us keep our onion together, intact. If you're slicing it, if you're chopping it, if you're trying to make rings for onion rings, there's several ways of doing that. So first we want to remove the outer layer, just the top, not the root. And we'll make a small incision across the side just to remove the first layer. Really sharp knife. And the more layers on the onion, if they're tough for you to peel through, they'll probably be tough for you to eat. So you can continue removing until they're soft enough for you to have some area to work with. So I think we're good here. Again, keeping the root intact, we're going to make some slices for a salad. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick just for some slices. Slice. So now you want to dice it. Take that still, keeping the root intact, and we're just going to go just up to that and cut about 1/3 of that off. We want to work with the flat side down to keep it from rocking. Now, to make sliced onions, we can take a knife and literally just push through to make these semi-cut. Or we can make several incisions across the back. So this is the tack that's keeping it together. We're just going to make one incision across the top, one incision across the middle, not going all the way through the onion. We're going to go vertically down. About 11 times on that side, and then we're just going to come right back across those cuts we made to get a small dice. So those initial cuts that you make do all the work in getting these smaller pieces of a diced onion. So we have rings, semicircles, and we have a diced onion. For the red onion, its cousin, the same thing, but we're going to cut in half from the root, still keeping it intact. When you cut the onion this way, you're going to get a different flavor. The onion releases its gas, which causes those tears. The clean cuts will keep the cellular structure of that onion together longer. It's still going to seep. If you can smell the onion, it's still releasing those gases, but it's not to the point where it's going to cause you to tear up. There are so many wives' tales about a match, or use a sharp knife, small, quick, clean cuts. Again, keeping intact, we're just going to remove the top just so we can peel back those layers so we can get to usable onion. Again, that root is keeping it intact. This onion isn't going anywhere. Now you can remove it to make slices. Straight down the knife. Working on a flat surface. Once you get it to a small enough amount, or if your hands are too large to reach for it, always work on a flat surface. You don't want to cut the onion while it's rocking. Flat surface. You can turn it around. Showing you cuts on all sides of the onion. You get different textures. With those different textures becomes different flavor. The cellular structure minimizes or maximizes. It's very small and tight, and when it's diced in these semicircles, it's a little bit more. When it's fully cut and you get all those layers, think of a tree and all of its arms and layers, that's where the maximum flavor is going to be for the onion. Then we can even go here. Get some small dices for the red onion. Diced onion, sliced onion, and onion rings. Red and white onions. Again, the white onion is going to have much milder flavor. The red onion is going to be a little bit bolder, spicier, meatier onion flavor.